Okay, guys, welcome to another episode of Journey Matters, and today we're going to be taking a look at a constructed deck for Return to Ravnica block. Grixis Control is what I'm going to call it. Has many different names. It's pretty much just red, blue, black. It's one of my favorite color combinations, and I particularly like this deck. As you can see, most of the cards are pretty standard. You know, you have your Syncopades, Rakdos Return, 3 Aetherlings, 4 Jays, 3 Relzareks. As you can see, you can go through the list. Pretty much you have plenty of removal. You have ways to cycle to get cards. Also some counter magic across the board in order to control static casters to be able to deal with some of the creatures, be able to also block, keep yourself alive. Relsaric has actually been really good against aggro. The neg 2 on it's pretty good. It's pretty susceptible to, any kind of damage they deal to you. But once you got these two guys online, it's pretty hard to beat you. Bragdo's return definitely is coming in, pulling in strong. You get some counters early on, and just go ahead and wipe their hand, and then just control from there. Aetherling, it's been good. It's not been stellar. I mean, it's a finisher, but it's not the best of finishers in my opinion. It is a really good card. It just hasn't played a really big role here. I have 3 of them right now just because they seem to kill it early. You know, deal with it, and then just need several copies. As long as one sticks, you should be fine. I'm more concerned about the board. It's still a work in progress. Aggro is definitely something that comes in strong and it gives this deck a hard time. Xaba has actually turned out to be really good. It allows you to be able to land something on turn 4 and start putting pressure. While they go ahead and, they're trying to get at choose, so you're just going in with pressure. Very few creatures can actually block Xaba, so it allows her to go in and be able to battle better. And in a lot of instances, you can also go ahead and keep her back as a blocker, so that also helps as well. Then Niveo Specters are really good in a lot of aggro matchups, just because it turns out to be a good blocker against control. It's also good. Starts digging away at their top of their library, allows you to play some of their spells as well back at them. So more aggro control on here. Just kind of be able to deal with some guys. Dispel in order to be able to get some instances in there. Widow crawlers are really good against. You have your red, green, white deck. The red, green deck is so you have ways to control it. Frostborn Weird is also really good against aggro. You just land him on turn 2, and then be able to hold off the fort for a little bit while you get yourself all set up. The deck is pretty standard, as you can see. The only card that I am actually toying with the idea of playing, and am I removing Aetherling for it, it's going to be it's Blast of Genius. Maybe like 1 or 2 Blast of Genius. I think 1 should be more than enough. Just kind of like a Miser's in there. Allows you to draw deeper. If you're, if let's say you draw some lands, you can just drop the land. Doesn't necessarily have to work as the removal, but it can. So it definitely gives you a little bit more depth into it. It's an idea. Haven't tested it yet. So once I do, I'll give you guys an update on that. But right now, this is what we're going to be battling with. So any opinions you guys may have, I'll be more than glad to listen to them. This is, keep in mind, I play with the deck a good amount in the practice room. I'm not an expert on it. It's pretty much a work in progress, both for the deck and myself. Try to learn against the meta. I think it's very well positioned. I don't particularly happy with a few of the card choice with the card numbers, but it's still something that I still want to play around with. It's a static caster. I'm kind of debating on going down to 3, just because 4 just seems a little too excessive. But again, it's just playing around with it. At the same time, I don't want to take the curve up too high, so it's just kind of ideas. So let's go ahead and fire this up and get on the way. See you guys in a bit.